All right. It's been a few weeks. Just a few,
It has
but
been. It's been one or two.
been about a few. Yeah, just a couple weeks. Pretty much the last session I had was the very last D&D session I actually had was the other group. I was finishing theirs.
How'd that go?
Just finishing theirs off and trying to split them into their personal stuff. So it went okay.
Yes. You know it's great when my first note is don't die.
Fair enough. I mean, that's every D&D thing. Just don't die.
No, but I wrote it specifically in my notes.
Oh, fair enough. They changed. I think they updated the Twitch chat on my phone. I usually use it for my chat. I'm like, why is it not working for my chat right now? Okay, whatever. I don't read chat while I do the run anyway.
Fair.
Yeah, I don't even have a chat. Anyhow, yeah, it's been a few weeks. Aliana went through the house, discovered a few more things here and there, got a few more things, talked to a goddess, a little bit, and yeah, went down a well.
Yeah, it's true.
Now we're here, in the well. Or,
Do I know if the child is a goddess or not, by the way?
if it's a child of a goddess, it's probably she's either a demigod or something of the like. So she probably has some kind of divine power
Yeah.
of some
I knew
sort.
that they would be either like have some kind of a divine power or be a demon or something, but
Yeah. So you're not completely sure. You can assume that what she's doing now is probably some sort of her divine power
yeah.
of some sort because she stems from a goddess.
Okay.
Yeah, but you're not completely sure because you're like the realm of gods and
Well,
goddesses and deities is a weird one.
that is very true.
Yeah, technically, Dogamed Dogamed was a demigod as well. So the last person you're supposed to fight at the in the big campaign was supposed to be a demigod.
Okay.
Yeah. Why all my demigods are all crazed right now, or you're seeing, I don't know why this happened.
Well, I imagine the sane ones like to keep themselves hidden,
Oh,
so
definitely. Or they're in the the other plane of existence where they should be.
yeah, exactly. Feel like I'm finding the vocal minority.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, you hop down the well. You teleport your way down slowly because there's no water at the bottom. And then once you get down here, it's kind of dark. But I believe you have dark vision as a changeling. I could
I
be
do,
wrong.
yes.
You have some, so you kind of see why there's no water. The ground's a little damp here and there, but the water seems to flow towards that way, like very small, like within the crevices, up to where you can see, like, okay, that's where all the water went. Why is it so goddamn dry in here? And why is it so big in here for a well?
Okay. Interesting. Do I hear anything around?
You hear your own footsteps echoing throughout the chamber, here and there, and
Yikes. Let's not have that happen.
like as you take little steps, because it is kind of wet, so and kind of gravelly at the bottom, so you
Yeah,
kind of have to, you know, you hear like little. You ever play Last of Us?
I've not.
I've never played Last of Us, but do you know what clickers are?
Do not.
Okay, they're like kind of like zombie like things in Last of Us. I never played it, but I've seen videos here and there. They're like the
Okay.
zombies of the Last of Us universe, and like they kind of make clicking noises. That's why
Okay.
they're called clickers, I
Makes
guess.
sense.
And then so you kind of hear like not clicking noises, more so, but more so like kind of what Gregory would sound like. echoing here and there.
Okay.
Not sure the direction. Greg doesn't click. He kind of groans.
Yeah, I get what you mean though.
Yeah. Not sure where.
Well, time to find the basement, I suppose. I'm going to sneak through this.
Already.
I don't remember if I was invisible still or not.
It probably wore off by now.
Yeah, I'm gonna renew an hour of invis.
Okay.
And then sneaky sneak.
Not 20.
That was nat 19.
There you go.
Still pretty fucking good though. Damn.
That's still pretty good. Keep going, and throughout you'll see little bones and things here and there. You're probably not the first one who's been here or has been dragged down here, at least.
Yeah.
Throughout these tunnels, almost man-made, or they're not natural anyway. They're almost like they got dug through or bashed through in some weird way. You see the water going towards the middle-ish.
Okay, I'll follow the water then.
Okay. It's up there.
Wow, didn't hear. Assuming I can still see whatever it is.
You can do that. From there you see Gregory coming around this corner, around here. He doesn't seem to spot you. He kind of... You feel like you feel like he feels a presence around there, but he doesn't know. He can't quite see it or is not sure. But then he just goes over here and just goes there. I don't have a token for him still, but
That's fine.
I don't want to. I want to avoid copyright and stuff too. So these days.
Yeah. That's fine. I get the gist of it.
Yeah.
I don't think he'll catch me anyway. At least I hope not.
And then you bash through the wall and he can catch you and get enough.
No.
If only.
No, not if only.
If only. You see the water dripping down, just going down. This hole.
I see.
And bones. Not that
Do I
many.
see how far down?
It goes about maybe like 40 feet down. You can probably see the bottom. I think the dark vision goes about 60 feet for most people.
Dark vision does go 60, yeah.
Yeah, so you can see the bottom.
Okay. I will attempt to get down, I suppose.
Okay. Make me in acrobatics or athletics, whatever you want.
I choose acrobatics.
No, I choose athletics.
That
That's a 4. That's
no,
fine.
actually it is a 26 because my lowest I can roll is a 10 because of reliable talent.
Oh, there you go. Alrighty. So you get down easily. Trying not to alert anything as you climb, of course.
Yeah.
I see you're getting closer.
I am.
Why do you hide so much?
Well, we don't want Gregory to find me now, do we?
Fair. Maybe I do.
Well, why is that? If he finds me, then we can't play together anymore.
Because we could all play together. Alright. That's why you're here.
Okay. Oh. Interesting. Am I like swimming, or is this just?
It's foot deep.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can still step around. However, being quiet here is not an option anymore. As you are stepping through water, it is very loud.
Okay. Let me look something up really quick.
Or if you're gonna be really quiet, it's gonna be really slow. So.
Yeah. I get that. I'm just needing a refresher on what all the changeling has from the other place.
Time to become a spider and just climb on the walls or something.
Oh no, I can't do that.
If only.
Unfortunately, I don't get the mechanical advantages.
Yeah. Well, if only you just become a druid. I'd like to take a level in druid, please.
True, actually, that'd be awesome.
I'm just wild shape here. I don't think you have the wisdom for it though. That's the thing.
No, I don't have the wisdom to do that.
Yeah.
I do have the int to become a wizard, though.
You do. Just pick and then just cast spider climb or something.
Exactly. Alright, well, I guess if stealth isn't an option, then I would opt for speed.
Okay. So you go around. Go slowly.
This is about, like, this is one round of movement.
Has one round of movement, Jesus. That is rogue. As you're making noise, you hear like a confused. Huh?
Does it sound like it's above me?
It sounded like it was above you, and all of a sudden you hear like a splash of water, kind of in the distance.
Okay. I'm gonna make another round. Okay.
As you look behind you, you can kind of see the corner of a scythe arm breaking this rock here so he can actually make space for himself, so he can see you.
Does he know exactly where I'm at right now?
He's looking straight at you.
I am invisible, though. I don't know if he can still see me or not through that, but
he can kind of make out where you are. He's looking at your direction. Not sure if it's at you directly. However, there are puddles on the ground.
yeah. Are there?
So he's probably looking
like,
through you right now.
Are there like pebbles beneath me?
Yeah, you can probably pick up a pebble.
Okay. I'm gonna pick up one or two, and I'm gonna throw them this way, and then try to stealthily move over to here, very slowly.
As you throw the pebble, he hears the sound over there, and he roars, and he runs from here to here, and he looks over here and looks where the pebble was, and you see kind of his head looking like this.
Yeah.
He's facing this way though.
I'm gonna just like try to sneak here and just wait a bit to see if he'll leave.
He lets out a disgruntled roar and he goes this way, running, and you hear him bash against this wall. Then he goes back this way and just going his merry way that way. Hey, where the fuck did this person go?
Okay. Now I'm gonna attempt to be slow and sneaky and go down.
Okay, you kind of see like a light towards here. Not really. It's kind of a dark light, but it is a light.
Okay. Is it under the water?
No. Well, a little bit, but not. It's walkable. You can probably just go through it.
Okay. Then I'll just go through it.
You don't have to swim. Okay. Oh. Surprised. We're nearing the end.
Surprised what?
We're nearing the end.
Oh, are we?
Yeah.
So this is where I'm gonna die?
Maybe. Who knows? Let's see here. Map This is weird. I have to remember how to do all these things.
That is fine. I completely understand.
Uh,
Oh,
I know everything's dark. Hold on. It's gonna be a little dark for a little bit.
okay.
Okay.
Oh,
You kind of step through this water, and it's almost like a fog wall of sorts in the Dark Souls, in a way. Gonna have to force your way through a little bit, and then you step into this dark chamber where you see in front kind of like an altar all the way up there, like an altar, and just dark red streaks going through this what looks to be an endless, almost like a cathedral in a way.
okay.
You see a figure of a little girl standing at the monolith over there, standing, looking towards, looking up.
Okay. I guess there's not really a huge point in hiding, so I'm gonna walk normally. Not like dashing to make noise, but I'm gonna walk normally.
Mm-hmm. You're here.
I am.
She doesn't turn as she says that.
Where is here?
This is something that Gregory made a long time ago, and Mom,
Oh,
before I existed.
what was it made for?
I don't know, but I've always been drawn to it. Something about the screams. Always. It always calls to me. It screams. And the dark images I see.
What images do you see?
Death. Dying. What people are afraid of. A lot of people are afraid of death.
Makes sense.
You know, and some people, I see spiders here and there. People are scared of spiders a lot.
That is another common one that I've found.
Mm-hmm.
And what have you seen for me?
Being caught.
That's certainly accurate.
I don't know. I see your night. I sometimes see you in a jail cell or some kind of place where, you know, just you can't get out. No matter how hard you try, you just can't get out. No matter what face you make, you can't get out.
That would be a rough world to live in.
Mm-hmm. But you're here, and you found me. I guess the little game of hide and seek is over.
I guess.
What now? I could always just end this here. You're the first person who's found me down here.
Really? It looked
Mm-hmm.
like a couple others had made it to the well.
Oh no, Gregory brought them down here, so maybe I could have a toy or two. And they didn't.
Ah,
They didn't make it here.
I see.
That's why there's no bones here. That one's not here.
Yeah, I figured.
So, did that shrewd woman bring you to me? Did she task you to try and find me?
I don't know really what she tasked me with. Though I think finding you is part of it.
Mm-hmm. Well,
They
we
don't
found it.
really tell you
Now what?
straight up what happens. See, that's the part that I don't know.
Well, are you gonna be with me here forever?
That
Or are
would
you
be
gonna?
nice, but I do not live forever.
Do you want to live forever? Though you won't be you anymore.
I don't think I do.
Oh. So you're gonna leave me too, like she did?
I wouldn't say that. Is there any moonlight in here?
There is complete darkness in here.
Okay.
A natural amount of it.
You know,
If
there's
you
probably a way you could get back to her if you wanted to.
I don't feel it. She has to come back for me if she wants to see me. She left me after all. I didn't leave her.
Well, what if she can't come back?
That's her problem. Though you're here now. You have a marking of her on you. It's like she's here.
Do I feel anything from the mark?
Not right now.
Ooh. I have a stupid thing I could do.
Mm-hmm.
Is she within 30 feet of me?
So let's measure the distance. No.
Okay.
She's about
I'm
70
gonna
feet.
walk until I'm within 30 feet of her.
Oh, are you gonna give me a hug?
Potentially.
She'll turn and she'll look at you with her head creepily tilt towards you.
Am I close enough?
Her eyes a bit red, and you are about 10 feet away from her.
Oh, I'm 10 feet away?
You're 40 feet. So 10
40
more.
feet. Oh,
10
10 feet away from that. So, like,
Yeah.
here would be where I
About
need to
there.
be.
Yeah. And she's
Okay.
standing about right here. I should probably put like a marker. Here,
Here. I got
ha-
this. Let me,
here, have,
token tool. I
have
got
Dio.
this. Dio?
Have Dio.
It is I, Dio.
It was me!
Was it him the whole time?
He's just fucking with you the entire time.
Has this just secretly been Dio?
I'll get something.
No, I got it. I can find something.
I didn't want to look for little girls on the internet. That would have been awful.
I don't blame you, which is why I'm going for one that I know.
Okay. I didn't want to look through video games. Like Fear, I think the girl from Fear would probably be the closest one that I could have thought of.
Well,
Bioshock
this
even.
one is probably going to be a little bit off, but
Okay.
it's got a similar kind of thing.
I still have the Raven. This is
Any
my
border preference?
Nah, anything's fine. This is my
Alright, what's
go-to one if I need an NPC. And not get copyright struck or anything.
Oh, nice. I don't think they can copyright you for images, can they?
They can. Well, not Twitch, but like the artist could. Or they could, ask you like, oh, can you take that image down and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, Annie, okay.
Well, I accidentally named it Annie too, apparently, but you could change that.
Did you ever figure out her name? I don't think you did, right?
I don't believe I know her name, no.
Okay.
Okay.
You're 30 feet away.
I'm going... this is going to be a fucking massive mistake. I can feel it. I'm going to mark her.
As soon as you try to put your hand, like raise your hand towards her, like with the moon mark, you feel this darkness essence that is above you lash towards you and try to grab for your hand.
Can I attempt to dodge it and continue what I'm doing?
Yep. Let me in acrobatics.
It is a 26.
26. You're able to dodge out the way from the darkness. However, it does come to a surprise to you that this darkness is like a living thing in here. She looks at you. Wow. So you try. You feel as though as you raise it, you don't think anything's happening though.
Oh, it doesn't mark her? That's...
Or maybe you don't feel like it's close enough.
Well, I thought it was close enough.
You don't think it's this effect? You don't think it's close enough? You don't think it's affecting her from this range?
Oh, I am gonna have to touch her, aren't I?
It's up to you.
Well,
As you're standing
I'll
there
just...
and you're seeing it's not working, you see the darkness is trying to recoil back and try and grab you. The red streaks of this dark, almost shadowy like trail is trying to grab at your limbs to restrain you. Not trying to kill you, but to restrain you.
Okay. Well, it's time for Plan B.
Oh no. Can't believe Elian's pregnant.
I'm going to Misty step to her to lay my hand on her shoulder and mark her.
As the tendrils try to grab at you, you misty step all of a sudden, and you see it collide with each other, and the misty shadows kind of dissipate as they collide against each other to try and grab you, and all of a sudden you're next to her. Oh, you know tricks too.
I know a few.
And as you touch her,
Attempt.
touch her, and as you touch her, she'll be touched, but then she'll grab at your other hand, and like as she's reaching forward.
That's not marked?
That's not marked. She'll grab at your other hand.
Okay.
And grab at you. She's kind of with a weird, ungodly grip strength.
Yeah.
that you would not expect from a child, unless like, you know, this child worked in like a factory all day or something, or a farm.
I don't know. Some children have some iron grips.
Exactly. But this is one you wouldn't expect from her. You know, like she looks like a little girl who is kind of on the frailer side as you look closer at her, and it's almost crushing at your wrist.
Seems you're stronger than you appear.
Yeah, how do you think I got Gregory?
Fair point.
And she starts to stagger back as the hand that you tap her with is hitting. I assume you got her shoulder or something.
Yeah.
She's kind of like holding on to you, almost as like she's falling in a way, like gripping hard. And you see like this dark shadow start to go up your arm a bit.
Yeah, I'm going to attempt to get away from her. Like my arm away from her, not the moonlight one. I'm gonna leave the moonlight one on her.
Gotcha. So you're pushing her as she's trying to stay on you, pretty much. Is what this motion's like.
So yeah, I'm like pulling my arm back as she's attempting to hold on to it.
There you go. Try and roll me in acrobatics to get out of this.
Okay, I do have advantage because I'm a changeling.
There you go.
That is a 30. And if I fail, let me know.
You try to wrench loose, and you're able to loosen up your hand a bit, so it's not on your wrist anymore. But she kind of has your fingertips more so.
So was that a fail?
It's a pass. It's a pass, so you can like kind of wiggle yourself out. But you kind of
like, could I have rolled? If I rolled higher, would it have potentially gotten me out?
You're out technically. She kind of like, like, you know, when you it's kind of like she's slipping out of you. Like you feel her whole hand going across your wrists, all the way past your hand, and you feel the very edge of her hand like get your fingertips as you pull away as hard as you possibly can.
Okay.
more so. It hurts, like your hand is pumping, like almost bruised slightly from just that sudden grip, and the shadow stays on you, and for a bit, as you kind of push her down onto the ground with the moon mark, pretty much,
Yeah.
and then that shadow falls off your arm for a second, and you start to see a head come out on the ground here as you kind of flick off your arm.
Oh, that's interesting. And my hand is still like okay though?
Your hand's okay now. You feel like the pumping of your blood over there and that one area on your wrist because of the sudden tightness that you felt, and now your blood's kind of coming back into your arm.
Does the head look like it's made out of blood?
No, it looks like it's made out of shadow, and you see kind of like the
Okay.
similar figure you've been seeing throughout this journey of Gregory. His head is coming out of the ground of the shadow, but it's only his head so far.
Oh, Gregory's trying to come out. Oh shit. You know, surely we don't have to bring him here.
She is laughing or giggling. I haven't felt touched in so long.
Did the moon mark do anything?
You feel like it is doing something because the light is starting to go onto her. As you hold it for longer, it starts to spread to her arm.
Okay. Well, I will do everything in my power to stay there.
Okay. You see the shadow starts to get a little bigger here as it starts to come up a little higher. So going from head to neck to a little bit of body, chest. From what a monster could be, this abomination thing.
Okay.
As you keep holding her, her whole arm is full of light now. And
Does
then
it look like he's gonna make it out before? Oh, okay, go on.
you're not sure yet, but she will suddenly push you off and get onto her her belly to crawl a little bit. And
I would like to hold on, if possible.
Roll me in athletics.
Oh, yes,
I
I'm so good at these. Bam! That's a 9.
There you go. She'll get you off. All of a sudden, she'll push you back about a few feet, just so she gets some room between. She'll start crawling this way, and then she'll raise her hand that you quote unquote corrupted her with light, and she'll shoot it towards this dark reddish sky, trying to expunge it from her. And then all of a sudden, the sky will turn. Will have like a hole in it. In a way, the shadow seems to dissipate in one spot. Her arm becoming more normal, and all of a sudden the scenery is starting to change in this area again.
Interesting.
Hold up.
Oh.
Hold up.
Oh, do we have new scenery?
Hold up. Hold up.
Hey.
I know, they look shifty. It's not even. I can't make everything even in map tools. I wish I could.
That's fine. I like it.
And the shadow that Gregory was trying to come out will suddenly fade after a bit, as the darkness in here starts to become more light into the moonlight you're more used to. The moon mark now glowing a bit more in your hand as you look at it. And you'll see the little girl look up into the sky like, oh no. She made it in.
Oh.
And then you'll not see, but you hear a voice. Rogue, summon me.
Um, what? Okay, I guess I'll attempt to summon the goddess.
Alright, how do you do it? Or how do you attempt?
How do I attempt?
What does
Fuck.
Eliana do? What do I do?
She'll raise her hand, the one with the mark on it, to where I assume the moonlight got through, was
Hmm.
what the blast was.
There you go. Fair enough.
Yeah, she'll raise her hand up to that and then call out the name that I should remember.
Gotcha. Well, maybe I should actually have a token for this, but I couldn't find proper art for this either.
Bro, bet. We're just gonna bring all the lead characters in.
Just what we're bringing Diana in now.
Yep.
Oh my god.
I
There was
mean,
one in mind I had. I didn't remember what they were though.
if you get their name, let me know and I will stop.
Oh, do I have her name? Oh, okay.
The name
I
of the.
the goddess. I have her name. Hold on.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, if you have the name of, what's it?
Oh, the little
The
girl.
other character that you had a picture of, or that you might have wanted a picture of.
Oh, I don't remember. I had a clear character in mind in my head, and I was like, okay, they're kind of similar, but I don't remember who they were.
You know what? I like this image, so we're gonna go with this one. And then launch token tool again.
Might have been a Yu-Gi-Oh card actually. Might be why.
Hmm?
Might have been a Yu-Gi-Oh card I was thinking of.
That could be.
Yu-Gi-Oh art's pretty nice sometimes, but sometimes it doesn't work out for everything. Oh, I should probably change the music. Oh, I was gonna joke and say let's get Moon Knight from Marvel, but that's not a good idea.
This one. Oh wait, she still has the fire ring. Hold on, I'll fix it. We're gonna just
Fine.
get rid of that one. Bam.
Why am I typing in moon music? This is not a good thing. This is for
You'll
sleeping.
have to replace the name because I should remember it, but don't.
Oh, her name is. Oh God, I should remember it too.
You know what? When we
I
both
have to.
forget, then it's more okay.
I have to think about because each of these. I think I knew what it was, but I didn't. I don't want to like misquote by accident because I wasn't sure if it was like Lunaris or something. What is this, Luna?
Just Luna?
This is Luna. I got it.
Okay.
Yep. Oh, I didn't save. Oh, because I didn't press OK. That makes sense. Thanks, Metal.
They got you. I'll change Annie to question marks too.
Yeah. Because I do have a goddess of dreams who is also Lumiere. I'm like, wait.
Ah.
Yeah. As you raise your hand up, you'll see the goddess that you saw a vision of before, or a quote unquote vision slash glimpse of before within the weird creepy house that was fixed at one point. Shine down from that ray of light that contacts from your hand up to, and then you point it to a standing position over here. As the monolith that was standing before is now a platform.
Oh, okay.
And this is how it should look. Mom? Get away from me, you abandoner. My my child, I'm sorry. Your mother had to leave because of business. I wish us deities could abandon our lives once we get to that point, but it's not as personal as I wish it could be. And she'll start walking and she'll look towards you. Good job on you to make it here.
Well, I'm glad I didn't end up like the others.
Well, your fear of not being caught was an asset in this one at least.
True enough. The moonlight isn't messing with my form at all, is it? Because I know that moonbeam would reveal me specifically.
You think she's not trying to shine her moonlight on you out of respect?
Okay, well, I mean, only the spell does, so.
Yeah, you think she's
as long
trying
as
not
it's
to
not
do it
that
out of
amplified.
respect, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
You
okay,
think
okay.
she's trying not to do it out of respect to your form?
Good, good, good.
You think if she did, you probably would.
That is true.
You kind of see,
But
like,
I do have that art ready too, so.
you kind of see. Do you see like the light ends here towards you? So you're kind of hiding in the shadows still.
Oh.
But it kind of goes, and then when you look behind you, it kind of goes like this.
Interesting. Okay.
So you see a woman who is, now that you see the goddess more up close and more personally, you see a woman who is, I think I described her before as half of her is dark and half of her is light. More so.
Yes.
Yes, so half of her is dark, half of her is dark, half of her is light. You see her dark side is cast upon you a bit.
Okay.
As her light side is over here towards the girl. So she's kind of standing like this. And then she'll try to. Oh my god, my voice is going out. What the heck's going on? Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Get some water in.
You can pause and drink if you need to, yeah.
That was weird, my god.
This happens, it happens.
Yeah. Sometimes it's a condition just gets in your throat. All of a sudden, what the heck? Okay. Okay. I should change music. Hold on. Nah, you know what? The sound of silence is good for the moon, because the moon is silent. You see her trying to get between kind of you two as she gets closer to the girl, as the girl's trying to crawl away. She gets up suddenly and starts to back away towards this cliff side right here. She looks behind her like a child, nervous. And then she'll, Luna the goddess will look towards you and she'll hold out a hand.
You know what? Sure, I'll take the hand.
I wasn't asking for your hand.
Oh, I didn't know what you were asking for.
Do you have the item?
Oh, the bear. She'll hold out the teddy bear.
Mm-hmm. And she'll gingerly grab it from you as she lets go of your hand.
Yeah, no, I would have gone back,
Yeah.
grabbed the teddy bear. You know.
There will be a reward later for your actions. I just want to cure her. No, there's no curing. This is me. Get away from me. I'll kill you. I'll kill you like I did Dad. Oh, my child. Child, come here. This is for you. I wanted to leave it to you before I left, but I had to leave suddenly, and I did not know the fates of my cursed husband and your father. And this is why you became like this, corrupted by the two halves, where one half took over. The duality of the moonlight. No, you get away from me, and then all of a sudden you'll see her standing here, and all of a sudden she's right here,
Oh,
and she
okay.
grabs the little girl's hand, and I'll just name this child. She's no child.
Ah, yes. Child.
She is child. Okay. And she'll grab at her hand, and she'll, she'll place the teddy bear in it, not really giving her a choice in the matter. And as the child's trying to get away, she'll put a hand on her forehead, and all of a sudden you'll see the child's eyes roll back for a bit as she falls to her knees for a second. Darkness within her kind of eking out of her from her horrors and such. And then it comes back in. And then Luna takes a step back. Not really sure what's happening either.
Uh-oh. Stinky.
My goodness. Was this a fate all along? And then you'll see her eyes she'll come back to from, her eyes will look back at the goddess, and she is now clutching the teddy bear in her hand, and she looks down at it. She seems more in control now, not as crazed.
Oh.
Her eyes not red anymore as she looks at the teddy bear. She looks more like a little girl now. But she
Okay.
kind of has more like a shadowy type of aura to her now. More in control rather than crazed, more so. Or chaotic, I mean, more so. And then
Yeah.
you'll see half this place is kind of half that dark where she's standing. So like this area right here, it's kind of small. And she has kind of control, but the area right here is kind of like dark with the red streaks like it was before, but the majority of this area is the moonlit type of deal going on.
Okay.
And she'll look to you, and she'll look at the girl, and the girl will look at you and say, "Thanks for playing."
Absolutely.
I'm sorry for any trouble I caused.
Oh, it wasn't a big deal.
And Gregory, you can say hi too. And then Gregory, you'll see he's right behind you. Not aggressive.
Okay, that's good at least.
And then you see Eliana just dies, and it's over.
Pippa hands.
Your hands.
Stood in the wrong spot.
All of a sudden, it's like that Dragon Ball Z scene when Frieza gets cut in half. You kind of see like your vision goes down the center, and you kind of. No, I'm kidding. That'd be weird. No, but you see him. All of a sudden, you see him as a man instead of a monster.
Oh.
A shadowy
Okay.
man, though, not alive. Unable to speak. Kind of looking
I
like.
assume he looks like the guy from before?
You don't see his skin color, but you do see like a shape of a man.
Yeah,
In
okay.
shadow was red streaks along with him. Where the streaks weren't there before, he's now shadowy with red streaks like she is emitting as well with her aura. And then Luna will turn to you and look. It appears she's cured. I should probably explain as to what afflicted her in the first place, after all.
That would be helpful.
As this place is hallowed, I have more time now here. So, where should I begin? As the little girl looks more carefree now. She's playing along these cliffs with no fear. Yes, because look at the cliffs. As Luna's here, and then the shadowy man just approaches, or you hear and just stands right here, just looking at the distance, wordlessly, as he cannot speak. He has no mouth, and is dead, technically. Well, you should know that all goddesses are deities. Do not start as deities at times. I was chosen once to become the deity of the moon, upholding standards and vices and virtues of things that people look towards and worship. People worship the moon, was one. Probably the biggest one. But I also represent death and cold. That is where my corrupted half afflicted her. Oh, point to the girl. However, before that, once I was chosen, I abandoned my duty at one point. Seeing the living beings of this world live and make memories, I wanted to do that as well. And so I appointed another god, or goddess, that you may know, possibly. One named Lumiere, goddess of dreams.
I believe I've heard of them.
Yes. They took upon my mantle for a good while, until the world started deteriorating because of some unknown beast and creature that has long lived before us. But yet I lived my life and had a child with a man who was a murderer and who had a corrupted side to him, which brought out more of that within her and corrupted her. And now, from what you can see before you, she has manifested from being a demigod, becoming a patron of sorts, or even a goddess herself. I did not think it was possible. I did not think this would be her fate. I caused this upon this child.
Well, for now at least, she seems to be enjoying it.
That's because she is young. She will mature. The path of the deities is not a simple one. One may think it is, but it is not. There's something out there, and I think you've seen it as well.
I think I have once or twice.
Yes. Some dark being out there that has pre-existed this universe itself is coming. And it looks to me I have to train my own daughter to fight against this being as well. Or perhaps not. We shall see. She'll look towards you again, and well, she was like facing away, and then now she's looking towards you again. What is it you desire, changeling?
Damn, that's a deep question.
And truly desire, not material things. Unless what you desire is material, after all. I will not judge. I was once selfish as a quote unquote living being once. And I had her, after all.
I
Now look
bet.
at her.
Here's the best answer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure what I desire, so I guess a purpose.
A purpose. Aren't we all looking for that?
Well, it seems you've found yours.
My purpose wasn't found, it was chosen. I was the one with the most affinity to the moon. And so they chose me to become the keeper. And so that is the purpose I had chosen for me and now must upheld. And her purpose, from what looks like to be chosen for her, whether she like it or not at this point, is fear and nightmares. It appears Lumiere should be put and run for her money.
Yes, it'll be an interesting turn of events.
It will be. I'm sure it will. If you seek a purpose, keep on living. It'll find you. And whether or not you like that purpose, it'll come. Whether it be noble or not as righteous.
Well, I'm sure you know my arts are suited for both.
You'll make it there. I know you do not want to be my champion.
I mean, I've got nothing else to do.
A champion not being able to be touched by my moonlight. How ironic.
No one ever said I wouldn't have to be touched.
I would have to.
She'll. Yeah, fuck it. She'll go into the moonlight.
Alright. So your form is revealed. As this light.
Yeah!
As within this light, nothing can be hidden.
Nice. Alright, give me just a second.
Unless you're a god.
True. I've had this picture ready, I just haven't had the token yet.
Fair enough. And no one will ever find out who it is.
True.
Just watch, one day you're gonna like see the party members again and be like, who the fuck is this?
Yeah, they wouldn't recognize me at all.
kind of blinding to your eyes at first as you walk into this light all of a sudden after being in the dark for so long. And then
Yeah.
you adjust and you. Oh, let me move you because you're a question mark on my screen. There you go. There we go. And so Eliana's changeling appearance has been seen. And she looks. Luna looks. And the child looks. Wow, miss. Is that what you look like? Oh, I've already seen you.
I figured there's no point in hiding from either of you, since you could probably already see through it.
Mm-hmm. I saw you from a mile away. If you're gonna play dress up, you gotta do it a little better, man. Miss.
Well, I'm sorry, it's a little bit hard to hide from a god.
There. There. So you wish to be my champion then?
Yeah, sure, I've got nothing else to do.
You won't see this place for a while. If anything, you'll be being prepared for what's coming ahead. Who knows for how long? It could be a while. But it's better than being the champion of the goddess of the sea, as her champion pieces are lost. I fear for the person who's going to become the champion of that one. Pug.
Yep.
If he lives.
He'll live. Pug's got this.
Pug has to collect 4 pieces.
Oh, I'm sure they're doing fine.
Eventually. It's whenever that campaign kicks up. I'm not sure when that'll kick up. It'll kick up eventually. I don't know when.
Yeah.
All right. She'll place her hand palm up to you as she walks a bit closer. And yeah, she'll place a palm up to you.
I guess you really want me to take it this time?
Yes. You have nothing else I would like?
Alright, she will take her hand.
Okay. You do it with the moon mark hand or just your other hand?
The moon mark hand.
Okay. Okay. You'll see the moon mark go from kind of like a crescent moon that it used to be into a more full moon, but half the moon is like you know how like how a half moon is?
Yeah.
Like that. But you know how a half moon isn't exactly half. It's like kind of curved, you know.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, it's like that. It's kind of how she looks right now, as that it is a half moon outside. And you get that. You feel like you're invigorated with some kind of power. All of a sudden, and it kind of brings you to your knee, to one knee. All of a sudden, kind of a rush of a weird strength you've never had before, or you feel like something is entering you that you don't quite know. And she looks down to you as you're kneeling. It'll take a while to adjust, but if you're willing, take it. Every god needs a champion at one point. Whether it be someone strong or someone worthy.
Well, I hope I can be both.
Mm-hmm. And you feel your robes start to change as you walk back up. Or not walk back, as you stand back up. I was like, we'll walk, stand back up. They start to change into not your roguish attire that you usually had, but you have more of you get a hood that is draped not over your head right now, but it's you know how a hoodie is when it's to your back like
Yeah.
that. It's it goes from white all the way down, and that is not a rogue color, and all of a sudden it turns black as you have more of like a cloak slash hood type. Your daggers become more they have like a light to them.
Okay.
You're not
Does
really
that
sure.
include the psychic daggers if I summon one of them?
If you try to summon one, you can start to see.
Yeah, I'll summon one.
You summon a dagger from your curiosity, and you see it goes from like light and dark. When you think about it a bit more, one more shadowy and one more light. Not really sure what the context is yet, but you do feel like something is different.
This is certainly interesting.
Yes, it is a power you have to get used to, as I have to write it. As I have to write it. But it's something I have to write in the future, probably too, because it's not going to matter at this point too.
Yeah, not yet, not yet.
But yeah, and she'll look at you and offer you a decision. Would you like to stay on this plane or come with us to the dyadic plane, or at least my dyadic plane?
Well, where do you need me?
Nowhere. But it's your decision after all. It is your purpose. I have given you a choice within the purpose I have given.
Would I ever be able to come back?
Eventually.
Alright, then I guess I'll
You
head with you for now.
you may just be standing there for a long time and getting used to other beings looking down upon a living being. But nothing new.
Well, that's not so different from how I grew up anyway.
Quite fair. Alright. Well, let's leave this house. It is only but bitter, sweet, and bitter memories within this house of Rorrick. Alright, you see the little girl kind of hesitantly going next to her mom. Still not sure because her mom abandoned her at one point. But
Yeah, makes sense.
you'll see her raise up a crescent type staff, unlike Soraka, and raises it up as a moonbeam comes down and will transport you all to her plane of existence. And that is where the campaign ends.
We done did it.
We done did
We
it.
got through the House of Horrors.
The House of Horrors, which wasn't that horrific, but you made it through. Became a champion. Didn't think Eliana would want to become a champion.
Well, she didn't know what she wanted, so she figured it was an option.
Fair enough. You could have just stayed home. I just wanted to.
That's true. I could have just gone back home and gone back to the way I was, but
Yeah. After the
I
shit
mean,
you've
after
seen.
all this shit, going back
Yeah.
home would be boring.
Yeah. After the shit you've seen. I don't think any heist could top off saving the world at one point.
Exactly.
Alright. Yeah, congratulations, you finished it. You unlocked the new god that I have to write.
I made more work for you.
I know. It's fine.
A lot more, because you also have to write champion powers.
I do have to write champion powers. Which is gonna be pretty hype. I gotta figure that out. You have moon abilities now. You're a moon
I
knight.
do.
You're literally gonna be moon knight.
It'll be interesting to see these at
Yeah,
some point.
it'll be interesting. I don't know how long it's gonna take me. Maybe a couple weeks, but we'll see.
I mean,
If
that's
I wanted
fine.
to do it, I could probably finish it in a week. But
That's fine, because I don't even know when I'd be able to use them again.
yeah, it might be a while. There is. I can at least tell you this now. There probably is going to be like a big campaign / fight again, probably with the group. I'm not sure with who exactly. To do the stuff against the void stuff eventually. I just don't know when. That's whenever the campaigns catch up to that point. Might be a while. Couple years maybe, a few months. It just depends on the groups.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't believe I'm gonna run a giant campaign for people that's gonna connect some way later on in life.
Bro, I'm gonna get back to everybody and they're not gonna recognize me.
Who's that? You're not Eliana. She had red hair. And she wasn't as pale.
True. Can I still change form?
Yeah, you can still change form.
Okay.
It's just kind of
So I
hard to
could
change
still
form when
go
you're in
back
her
to
light.
my old self.
Yeah. Like, within her light, you can probably change for like a few seconds and you'll just become you again.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just kind of hard right now as, nothing hides within her or her light. I have to make the true goddess Saphir now. Good. Because the goddess of dreams was technically the goddess of fear and hope before. But now I have to actually make the true goddess of nightmares and fear. And those are going to be more fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was an interesting little bit getting to her
Yeah.
and dodging Gregory the whole way.
Yeah. If only. If you're like Tavers, I feel like Tavers will just fight Gregory the entire time.
Tavers might have fought him.
Tavers probably.
Eliana decided that's probably not a good idea.
Not a good idea. You might cut me up. Now Gregory is a shadowy man that can turn into that form anytime he wants. I guess technically he is Tibbers. In some weird way. That I have to run for Ballyhoo, which Ballyhoo is gonna figure out that there is a new continent somewhere in the world.
Oh.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yep. He found a fish. Or well he caught a big fish, technically, or it got eaten by one. And found a man inside that is from another place. And he's gonna go on that seafaring adventure for maybe like 2 more sessions or 3, and then that's probably the end of it. Because Bailey would be stuck on that place, maybe.
Oh no.
Yep.
Bro, bet Eliana could get him back.
Probably. You can probably see him at one point.
That's true. I can probably see everything now.
Well, with permission, probably.
Well, yeah.
You're not a god yourself. You're just a champion.
True, but
You're not even a
I
demigod.
mean, I don't
You can
see
tell
why
that.
she would deny me permission.
You can still talk to the dead. Are you spying on people? Are you a peeping Tom?
No, but it's interesting to see the world.
Fair.
See all the continents that nobody has found.
The
Knowledge that I
continents
can't share.
the continents are a bit more complicated, but people's a little easier. The moon doesn't touch everything.
That's true.
The moon don't touch everything. I think she's probably one of my more like favorite goddesses to do because she's kind of the moon is a weird concept. That's why.
Yeah, the moon's got a lot to it.
Yeah. Her Aqueous is pretty nice too. The ocean's pretty fun. And then I wait for the day that someone interacts with Imjin because that's gonna be a fun one.
With who?
Imogen, the goddess of creation.
Oh, that is either going to be very good for them or very bad for them.
That's gonna be real fun for me.
Creation goddesses are, I find, temperamental.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun for me because the whole creation concept in this world is a bit finicky. There's a whole purpose to it. That's why that no one's discovered yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't even know which campaign I'm gonna. Actually, I kind of know which campaign I'm gonna put it in, but I just don't know which one yet, or how yet.
Well, if you ever need the moon's champion, let me know.
I need him right. I need her right now. It's 11. It's 11 p.m. I need her right now. People are
Well, if you
dying.
need her right then I guess I'm doing it right then.
People are dying. Why am I level 8? Oh, because you got to be nerfed for the campaign. I'm sorry. You're you're now Nux. I'm sorry.
That would be unfortunate,
That would
but
be that would be funny.
it would still be fun to play with the slight boons that I have as a champion in that case.
Yeah. I can't give you reliable talent. Why? Because you're nerfed. Oh no.
Feels bad, man.
I'm probably gonna change some things around anyway too, because I might incorporate skill trees and stuff later on. So.
Bro, you think I could get an amulet of health from the fucking goddess?
I don't
Bump
know.
my constitution up from 12.
To 19. Okay.
Anything
Imagine.
would help.
I mean, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out.
Anything that I don't, or just have a party where I don't have to tank half the time.
No, you're gonna be the tank forever. Because
It was weird.
I guess in my world, damage mitigation is probably the best thing to have.
In any world, damage mitigation is the best thing to have.
Because
Well, actually, AC is normally decent, but
AC falls off later on. Later on, that's why.
it does.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's like my general concept for it. Like AC is kind of like temporary. It's really good for the beginning, but like after like level 9 or 10, it's kind of yeah. It's
That's why I like barbs, because their AC doesn't really fall off.
yeah. It only matters more at the end of the day when it comes to magic. The barbarians and magic kind of oof. But
Nah, dude, you just gotta hit totem barbarian, then
yeah,
you're
true.
golden, and
True.
then start as a race that gives you psychic resistance, and then you're set for life.
There you go. And then you find someone who's just does instant death, and you're like, do I have a chance? No. Oh.
You still streaming, by the way?
Oh, I am. I can stop. I'm gonna stop the stream. Goodbye, stream.